Hello everybody, and today we are going to be talking about The Music Freaks. It was a lovable YouTube series that was made by an incredible creator. I will leave the link to her channel in the description below, and we are going to be discussing a serious topic that has just recently popped up. Jake and Haley are two people in the music club who obviously have feelings for each other, but despite their relationship, it has made some problems with Jake's relationship with the other character, Drew. Now, here's the question we are talking about today. Who was to blame for the fight? Now, some people can speculate that Sean was to blame because he tried to cheer up Daisy and they became quite close. But obviously, as we know, Sean is not to blame for this endeavor at all, as Jake found himself actually growing close to everyone in the club and making actual relationships, even though he just joined the club to please Daisy. Now, yes, in the show, we can see that Drew does manipulate and try to get Jake to leave the club multiple times, but Drew is upset with everything being brought up, and from what we've seen, Drew actually does care about Jake, and he does see him as an actually close friend. Now, here's the main question. Who was right in the fight? Now, and no, I'm not saying that either one of them is to blame. They both had pretty good arguments in their fight. However, Drew won this fight. Now, he had every reason to be mad at Jake, and I'm going to be discussing the reasons why he did. Now, if you ask me, Jake had no winning arguments in this fight, as Jake does specifically say more than once that the club is his friends as he's talking to his best friend from childhood. He then proceeds to say that the club accepts him, and he thought Drew never would, despite Drew being there when Jake was being bullied.
That stinking club room is the only place I feel understood!
Which Drew's reaction to was heartbreaking. As we saw in one scene, Drew was able to change his mindset on the club, as he did not get mad at Jake for having a crush on Haley. He even guessed it, as their other friends Liam and Henry just tried to smooth the fight over. And quite frankly, if Jake was just honest, this never would have happened. As much as we must hate to accept the fact, Jake is not innocent. He has hurt lots of his friends trying to get into the music club. Drew even took the first step in saying that he felt like they were drifting apart because of this whole endeavor. And Jake could have spent more time with his friends other than the club.
Supported my passion, and I knew you never would! Since you love to constantly talk down on the club and tell me to leave.
Jake went ahead and said that when he didn't even give Drew a chance to accept him, because he never even told him. Now, that is just Jake's fault on his part, as Drew never even knew, as Drew said.
I'm supposed to know anything about your passion when you don't tell me a damn thing anymore, huh?
And as painful to say, Jake was slightly manipulative, because he did make his friends believe that he didn't actually care for the music club, and he did, however, join it just for Daisy. And just like Drew, Leah also did feel like Jake was abandoning them just for the club, so Drew wasn't the only one Jake was making feel this way. And the fact that Jake did know for a long time that Drew's girlfriend Zoe was in fact cheating on him, and he decided never to tell Drew until this very moment. And just like Jake, Liam and Henry also knew, so they are not innocent as well, as they should have told him, no matter how much blackmail Zoe was putting on them. So Jake has done so many things wrong, and Drew has every right to be mad at him. All of this could have been avoided if Jake just explained himself. No, we can't tell for sure if Drew would listen or change his ways, but all in all, Jake could have given Drew a chance. Drew, all in all, was a very judgy person. I am not denying that fact, but Jake had no right to keep everything he did a secret. Drew had every right to be alerted about Jake's situation, and Jake just never gave him the benefit of the doubt. And yes, Jake does have some reasons to why he could feel anxious and worried about telling Drew. I mean, Drew did bully the music club, but Jake could have given his childhood friend that was always there for him the benefit of the doubt and just told him, and this would have been avoided. Now, with that being said, I really do love this show, and I will be gravely upset if they stay not friends. They should really see Drew's side of the story. But for now, that's all for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope this was gave you lots of information.